Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade. Two fantastic women. Two women I'm a huge fan of. What a night for you guys. You produced, you directed. How'd it go? First question of the night.
I thought it was fantastic. Epic, brilliant. It was as great as we all knew it would be.
Cynthia, you've had such a magnificent year in front of the camera. Getting behind it to produce the show as a director, what was it like?
It's just a joy. Stacey Ann is an amazing person. She's just a natural performer. She just lights up, and she lights up the audience with her, and she's got an incredible story to tell, and nobody could tell it like she does.
How does this whole idea come about? Because in this age, I think the story is so essential, but how did it get to you guys to put the show on?
Well, I had read the book about 5 years ago, and before Stacey Ann got pregnant, and was talking to her about having a baby, and then went to see a play that Cynthia had directed, and there was Stacey Ann sitting next to me, and we had dinner, and she said, "Hey, you know this lesbian poet?" I'm like, "I do." She's like, "I'm thinking of doing her one-person show. We need a producer." I'm like, "I'm in." So here we are.
Huge congratulations to you. James White was one of my favorite movies of the year. Spirit Awards, Gotham. That's such a powerful story. Talk to me about the critical acclaim you've been getting for it.
It's great. You do a lot of films, big and small, and just every now and again, one of them will just catch fire like James White has. And it's really exciting, especially because Josh Mott is a first-time director, and I think his first film is remarkable, and I just can't wait to see all the things he goes forward and does in his career, because that's an amazing movie, and not just the story, but the actual filmmaking, the cinematography, all that is like nothing I've ever seen before.
One of the things I admire just incredibly about both of you is your activism. Talk to me about the fight for LGBT rights, because I think two of you have been at the forefront. This show is a great example of it. Talk to me about furthering that fight.
Well, it is, the civil rights movement of our time, and when I was a kid, I used to look at the photos from the '60s and think, would I have been the person at that soda fountain who stood and got screamed at and ice cream thrown on them when the African American students wanted to sit down and eat there? Would I have had that kind of guts to be for something that was so evidently and morally and humanely the right thing to do at a time when people were saying it wasn't? So to have lived through that, and to be 53 years old and see the Supreme Court say that gay people are in fact entitled to the same rights as straight people, has been an overwhelming life journey for me as a gay person.
I'd love to hear your thoughts as well, Cynthia.
Yes, I think the victories are astounding that we've had in the last number of years, and I think we're at an amazing place, but I think it's really important to remember that there are many parts of this country where being LGBT is still very, very, very difficult, and certainly there are most parts of the world it is very dangerous to be LGBT and to be out, and still trans people in this country have enormous troubles, and LGBT youth of all kinds have a lot of trouble getting kicked out of their houses. We've got so many street kids now who are turning to prostitution just as a means of surviving, and in the same way that the AIDS crisis was something that brought the LGBT community together, I think these street kids and their terrible plight is something that we've got to step up for.
Before I let you guys go, what's next for both of you? You're always so busy, both of you. What's next for each of you?
Well, I'm doing a little bit of acting. I'm doing The Fosters again, and the show Mom.
Just got renewed.
Got to kiss Alice and Janney.
I love that show.
I got to kiss Alice and Janney twice in one episode.
Very nice.
Huge.
Very nice.
I was so nervous. You have no idea. It was fantastic, by the way. And watching her on The Affair, which she was astounding as that lawyer who was... You were the psychiatrist lawyer,
yes,
Griller.
Yes.
You are the best person to throw in. SVU, The Affair. I just interviewed the cast of The Affair. That is one of the best casts. I mean, you've had your share of great casts, but what was it like working with them?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I'd never seen the show, so there was a lot of backstory they had to catch me up on, let me tell you. And I've got a Broad City appearance coming up.
Excellent.
Hillary Clinton did an episode, so I'm in that episode. I'm in the episode. I'm Clinton's person on the ground in New York, so that was really fun with Abby and Alana. And I did a film this year where I play Emily Dickinson, so that's coming out next year, and good stuff.